Floyd Mayweather just threw a major curveball by teaming up with Terence "Bud" Crawford right after Gervonta "Tank" Davis made his boldest move yet, calling out Crawford. That's right, and Floyd isn't just supporting Crawford. He's all in, training not one but two of Tank's rivals, including rising star Gervonta Davis, who has plenty to say about Gervonta. But it gets even wilder. This isn't just about fights in the ring. The bad blood runs deep, from Floyd's messy split with Tank to Crawford setting his sights on super fights with both Gervonta and Canelo Alvarez. The tension is at an all-time high, and social media is on fire. Fans are picking sides, the trash talk is non-stop, and hashtags like Tank vs Crawford are taking over the internet. But the real question is, Tank prove he's the unstoppable king of boxing, or is Floyd's strategy about to break down his former protege? And why is Floyd so determined to take down Tank? Let's break it all down. It all goes back to a major snub that Gervonta Davis clearly hasn't forgotten. When Terence Crawford was invited to Turki Alalshik's London event for the Ring Awards, something odd stood out. Tank was nowhere on the guest list. Fans quickly started speculating whether this was intentional, especially with Tank's rising star power. Adding fuel to the fire, Crawford seemed to enjoy the spotlight, posting photos from the event with captions like "Champ moves only." Meanwhile, Gervonta took to social media to air his frustration, saying, "They love to count me out, but they'll never see me fall." Fans quickly put the pieces together, seeing this as yet another sign of the growing tension between Tank and Crawford.
Know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, and that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them to send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm, you know.
Fast forward to Tank's bold challenge. Fresh off his knockout win over Ryan Garcia, he was riding high, feeling like the king of boxing. And what do kings do? They call out the best. In an interview, Tank didn't hold back, calling Crawford overrated and saying, "Crawford ain't got nothing for me. I'll knock him out. Weight class doesn't matter."
I got a question for you, Tank. At 147, how does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
Damn. 147?
147.
I tapped that chain. You know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know he
ain't
is.
got no chance.
I already know he is.
Said no chance.
I got round 5.
Shit, I got round 6.
Crawford, of course, didn't let that slide. At a press conference, he fired back, saying, "Tank's barking up the wrong tree. I'm not Ryan Garcia. If he wants smoke, he can get it, but he better be ready for a long night." That response sent social media into a frenzy, with fans debating whether Tank at 135 lbs could really stand a chance against Crawford, the undisputed king at 147 lbs. The challenge became the hottest topic in boxing, and suddenly what seemed like just talk started to feel like a real possibility. But if you thought the drama stopped there, think again.
Hold me back. Hold me back. You fucking
The internet went wild when a viral video surfaced showing none other than Floyd Money, Mayweather training Terence Crawford at his legendary Vegas gym. That's right, Floyd isn't just cheering Crawford. On from the sidelines, he's actively coaching him, taking Bud under his wing as his new protege. Let that sink in. Mayweather, the man who played a huge role in Tank's career and personal life for years, is now working with the very fighter Tank just called out. If this isn't the ultimate plot twist, we don't know what is.
Floyd, you proud of Tank, Floyd? Proud of Tank, Floyd?
Are you what his progress?
Proud of
Tank's
Floyd?
progress,
The video captures Floyd coaching Crawford on defense and footwork, dropping his signature gems of wisdom on boxing strategy. Fans couldn't help but notice how focused Crawford was, fully locked in like a student eager to soak up every lesson from one of the greatest to ever step in the ring.
What dirt?
Huh?
What's name it?
I'm not see your people. Y'all all stepping, huh?
Doing that, man.
Nigga, where they at? I don't know.
You don't like it.
Frank. What they mean?
I'm living. I don't like floors, motherfucker.
No, you don't. DJ do the trash talk, make me miss box.
What really sent the internet into overdrive were Floyd's comments in the video. The shade was loud and unmistakable. And this isn't the first time he's backed one of Tank's rivals. In fact, Floyd seems to be making a habit of it. Right now, he's also training rising star Crawford Davis, another fighter who hasn't been shy about taking shots at Tank.
When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of what was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm gonna make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you. Little dude, little dwarf, Oopa Loopa, little light-skinned dude. I'm not chasing you. I'm not chasing you. Tiafimo is running from me. I'm not chasing you, Tiafimo. Who else? I'm not trying to fight Shakur, so stop mentioning that. Like,
for Gervonta, this feels like the ultimate betrayal. His relationship with Floyd has been rocky ever since he left Mayweather Promotions. Tank has accused Floyd of holding him back, while Floyd has suggested that Tank's lack of discipline was the real problem. Now, by aligning himself with Crawford and Crawford Davis, Floyd is making one thing clear: he's no longer in Tank's corner. Speaking of Crawford, let's talk about the heat he's been bringing. Crawford recently made headlines with a jaw-dropping knockout victory over Gustavo Lemos. After the fight, he didn't hold back. Grabbing the mic, Crawford went straight for Gervonta, calling him out directly.
hey, a world title. But also, we gonna come back to Norfolk, man. So y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But a world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Since then, Crawford has been relentless on social media, throwing shade at Tank whenever he gets the chance. From Instagram stories to Twitter posts, Crawford has made it crystal clear he wants a shot at Gervonta. And with Floyd Mayweather in his corner, Crawford's confidence is through the roof.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short it out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that he got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that his coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Tells him to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
Tank, of course, hasn't stayed quiet. In a recent interview, he brushed off Kessin as just another wannabe, adding, "He's not on my level. Floyd can train him all he wants, but it won't make a difference."
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, you said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out.
Yeah.
And like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
Now back to Crawford. Under Floyd's guidance, he's taking things to a whole new level. Inside sources from the Mayweather Boxing Club report that Floyd is focusing on sharpening Crawford's defensive skills and counterpunching, areas where Floyd himself dominated during his undefeated career. Floyd was even quoted saying, "Crawford already has the tools to dominate. I'm just helping him polish them." Just imagine, Crawford, already a master of timing and precision, now getting tips from one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time. If Gervonta thought Crawford was tough before, he might be rethinking things now. While all this is happening, Crawford has another big challenge ahead, a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez. Crawford has made it clear that he's interested in moving up to 168 LEBs to face the Mexican superstar. However, it hasn't been smooth sailing.
If it isn't Canelo next year, are you done from the sport, Terence?
I wouldn't say that. Right now, I'm just weighing out my options and looking for the best opportunities and options for Terence Crawford in my career. Everybody got answers that need to be answered, you know, and the only way they can be answered is if me and Canelo is in the ring and we fight. So if that fight does happen, then everybody answers that questions and do.
Critics, including Gervonta, have mocked Crawford for pursuing a fight that many see as unlikely. Tank said, "Crawford's out here begging for Canelo's attention while I'm ready to step in the ring with him right now."
Tonight, Terence Crawford was with Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comment.
The logistics are another hurdle. Moving up 3 weight classes is a huge risk, even for someone as skilled as Crawford. Fans are divided. Some see it as a bold move, while others think it's just a distraction from matchups that make more sense, like Crawford versus Tank, or Crawford versus Jermall Charlo.
The likelihood of a fight with you and Terence Crawford would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We don't talking about yet about the fight. Me and Turkey know each other, and then we wanna see what happens.
And when do you want to get out next? I know you're here in London tonight. When are you going to be in a camp? When are you going to be in a camp? I know you're
in
here.
camp. Training camp in March.
Okay, so
at the beginning of the middle of the February or March.
Let's circle back to Floyd, because his pattern of teaming up with Tank's rivals is hard to ignore. From backing Devin Haney in the past to now training Crawford and Kessin, Floyd seems to have a habit of aligning himself with fighters who are gunning for Tank.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me. And
Yeah.
I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This
it.
is exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
Some fans view this as Floyd playing chess, while everyone else is playing checkers, while others think it's just Floyd being petty, using his influence to get under Tank's skin. Either way, it's clear that Floyd still holds a major presence in the boxing world, even in retirement. So what's next for these fighters? Crawford seems locked in on taking on Gervonta, with Floyd guiding him every step of the way, but the Canelo fight is still a possibility, and that could complicate things, especially if Crawford shifts his focus to that super fight. Meanwhile, Gervonta is keeping his options open. He's made it clear that he's ready to fight anyone. Crawford, Kessin, or even a rematch with Ryan Garcia. Tank is determined to prove he's the face of boxing, with or without Floyd's support. At the end of the day, this isn't just about personal beef. It's about legacy, money, and the future of the sport. Crawford is chasing greatness by taking on all challengers, while Tank is focused on solidifying his status as a superstar. And Floyd, he's playing the mastermind, shaking up the boxing world from behind the scenes. The question now is, who will come out on top? Will Crawford and Floyd's partnership be the key to taking down Tank, or will Tank prove he's unbeatable, even against the odds? One thing's for sure, the boxing world will be watching. So what do you think, boxing fans? Will Tank and Crawford actually step into the ring? And how do you feel about Floyd teaming up with Tank's rivals? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more boxing drama and updates. I'll see you in the next video.